Okay, so SummerSlam is done, the big event over the summer. So I guess initially, since this isn't part of the actual show, congratulations to Antonio Cesaro or Claudio Castagnoli for becoming the new U.S. champion. Maybe next time to be on the pay-per-view since it is Night of Champions. So opening contests, what do they go with? Jericho Ziggler. They were kind of rough in the beginning. Some of their spots weren't as nice and crisp like you would expect Jericho and Ziggler. Once they got into a groove, this match was really good. Very, very good. Nice back and forth. Good job when it came to like the near pinfalls. And the winner via Lion Tamer submission move, Jericho. I do believe I called Jericho beating Ziggler. It's because Ziggler needs that loss. He needs that thing to give him that more belly fire to really get him enthusiastic and ready and charged to go forward, to hopefully drop Vicky, become the super over-the-top heel that he can be. Of course, he'll still be loved by the fans because he's great in the ring, and that's what he'll need to propel him to capturing the gold and holding it. He needs this loss as that motivation to prove that he actually is worthy of that Money in the Bank Championship contract, and that he actually can win that belt. He said Jericho could win the big ones. He lost to Jericho. It's going to be just what he needs to really go forward. I'm thinking, solid opening contest. What are you going to do next? Daniel Bryan Kane. Again, really nice, solid match. These two guys, ironically, have pretty decent chemistry, all things considered. And winner. You get small package roll up. Daniel Bryan, clean victory. Nice. Worked well. Good, solid match. Mysterio Miz. Mysterio came out like Batman. Says he's a black costume with a cape and little ears. Mysterio Miz had a really solid match. I mean, we're 3 for 3 at good matches. Nice back and forth, good near falls to it. Miz, skull crushing finale, he hit it a little bit faster this time, which it needs. That move needs to be, before his setup was way too long, it didn't quite work. It's like the kill switch. It needs to be a nice quick setup, nice good snap to it, and worked. Got the 3 count, retained his IC championship. So far, really, really solid match work. Sheamus and Del Rio. Seriously, you couldn't put Orton in this match. You couldn't have put anybody else in this match. Damian Sandow, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Sin Cara. This match needed somebody else involved in it besides these two. They have about as much chemistry together as like a dog and fire. It's just horrible watching these two guys work. And they're working super hard in this match. It's not going very well. They had 3 solid matches, and then you go with this? No. Sheamus gets a pin off of hitting W with Rodrigo's shoe, and then the formerly known as the Irish Curse backbreaker, but W had his foot on the bottom rope. I guess they'll have another match, which will be the worst match on the card at Night of Champions. And the Primetime Players came out and took on Kofi and R-Truth. Not a bad match, all things considered, Truth and Kofi retained, which was good, Not a bad match. So far, most of the matches, with the exception of, Sheamus and Del Rio, decent matches. Now, a triple threat match. Show begins totally down it, like you would expect. Towards the end, Punk has got Show in a submission. I forget the name of it. Cena sees this and puts him in the STF. Show taps out. Of course, well, who would he tap out to? It's like a double pin. Double submission victory. They were awesome when Jericho and Benoit used to do them. And when, Benoit and Angle. First, Benoit and anybody else who does a leg submission looks really awesome. So they get him to tap out. AJ comes down, and after about a good minute of it's kind of going, I guess they had to kill time. Restarts the match. Double choke slam. Joe goes to pin Cena, kick out. Goes to pin Punk, kick out. Goes for a knockout blow on Cena. Cena ducks, AA. Punk tosses Cena out of the ring. Still your champion, CM Punk. Now, he did make mention when he was in Chicago that he might be debuting his new title, which doesn't look as bad as the current title, either after SummerSlam or after Night of Champions. Okay. Now you're down to the main event. Yes, CM Punk has been a main event in one match since winning the title. TLC. Beyond it's pretty much been John Cena. So CM Punk as the champion and John Cena could not get another main event spot. If that is not a lack of respect for the title, I don't know what is. So it's Triple H and Brock Lesnar. This match told a really good story. It was slow, it was methodical, it was brutal. That's what made it work in terms of how the story was flowing between the two of them. But pretty much it was Lesnar doing like the shoulder tackle in the corner, the occasional punch, a bowling shoe ugly clothesline, and then going for the Kimura. Repeatedly. Like half the match him going for the Kimura and H blocking it. H did attack the midsection, like I was yelling out, go follow you. Work the intestines, work the intestines. And he did for a while. Hit a pedigree, didn't get the pinfall. F5, no pinfall. Second pedigree, hits it. And then Lesnar goes again for the Kimura, gets H to tag. The next 5 minutes is H standing up and then leaving the ring saying he's sorry. Their match wasn't bad. It was very much kind of like the Triple H Undertaker match, where it was like big moves, downtime. Big moves, downtime. It didn't tell anywhere near as good of a story as you saw in the Triple H Undertaker match. It was decent. I was expecting either this to be just Lesnar barreling through H, not it seeming like Lesnar barely escaped beating Triple H. The match really needed some more vicious spots. I was glad that Lesnar worked the arm the whole time with the hammerlock slams and all that, but it just seemed like it needed something else in that match. It really did. It needed either something that happened at ringside or the announce table get destroyed. It needed a little something extra to make that match really, really worth all the hype that it had going into it.